Hey, true seekers, welcome back. Zach here. This video, a quick reminder that gematria is the knowledge you need to see through sports scripting, and if you have this knowledge, you can often predict the outcome of sports championships long before they take place. From February of 2016 all through the offseason up to the present, I have reminded about the very real possibility of the Packers or Falcons being in this Super Bowl 51. This video is from July 16th, 2016. I have many more occurrences from February up to the present in videos talking about the possibility of the Packers or the Falcons in this Super Bowl. Going back to 2015, last season, when I was looking ahead to this year, I began by thinking that this Super Bowl would be the Packers and the Colts. And looking at that, I came up with the possible narrative for the Falcons, the Giants, and even after the death of Prince, the Vikings. And I said all along, if I'm wrong about the Colts, it will be the Patriots instead, which is no surprise. So here we are, Falcons and Patriots, which are of the small group of teams I was looking at for this Super Bowl. Listen, this is from July 16th, 2016. Here's exactly what I said.
And if I have a third team, it's the Green Bay Packers, also in the division of the Vikings. Prince Rogers Nelson reminds a lot of Rodgers, the quarterback in the Packers, and the receiver Jordy Nelson. Green Bay also has a lot of connections to 44, like the Super Bowl. And if I wanted to take a really risky bet, I'd put a little money on the Atlanta Falcons too. They have the 44 connections as well.
So there it is. You know, one of many times I said that, and for 3 years I've been documenting the relationship between the Falcons and the Packers. In 1991, Brett Favre was the 33rd overall pick by the Falcons, traded to the Packers, had a Hall of Fame career. Now at age 33, the Falcons get the better of Aaron Rodgers, the 33-year-old. Of course, the Falcons play on the 33rd parallel. Brett Favre was the 33rd overall pick of the 1991 draft. You know, I'm talking about 44 in the Super Bowl. Did you guys see the score of the NFC Championship between the Packers and Falcons? The Falcons won with 44 points. You know, it's amazing to me that I have any critics. For the millionth time, all of my critics are fucking morons. Every last one of them is a fucking retard. I put out free information. I give you guys the knowledge. If you've been following my sports picks and actually gamble, you should be rich by now. I'm not a gambler. I put out this knowledge to wake the manpower of this nation what they're investing in. Rigged professional sports by the numbers. The Falcons win with 44 over the Packers. There's only 2 states in this nation that have gematria 44. They're Georgia and Wisconsin. They're the only 2, and all throughout NFL history, these teams have gotten 44 tributes together. Aaron Rodgers last week won his last game of the season 44 days after his birthday. Remember January 15th, 2017, the 50-year anniversary of Super Bowl I, where the Packers won and the Chiefs lost? Last week, before the NFC and AFC championships, the Packers won, the Chiefs lost. The Packers defeated the Dallas Cowboys. In history, it was the Dallas Texans that became the Kansas City Chiefs. That's what their seasons were all about, playing on that 50-year anniversary and giving that tribute to Super Bowl I, played January 15th, 1967. It's all by the numbers. These games are so scripted, it's so transparent. Long before I knew about numerology or gematria, I could see that pro sports were rigged. There's nothing that looks real about these games. Just because there's violent tackles, that doesn't make the game real. Look at all these million-dollar receivers just drop the ball again and again on third down conversion. That's not real. How many men are there in this nation, myself included, that can play football, that are fast, that have great hands? I never dropped a ball in my entire playing career, on teams, in the street, in parks. You know, there's a lot of good athletes out here. Why are these million-dollar NFL athletes just dropping ball after ball? You know, all of a sudden the Packers couldn't get a completion. Just everybody kept dropping the ball. Does any of that look real to any of you guys? It's so obvious how scripted these games are. Again, to be a critic of mine, you have to be a fucking retard. And honestly, to not see how rigged sports are, you have to be a fucking retard. And let me show you one more thing, as I've been pointing out all season about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan equals 112, just like Houston. There's only one other quarterback that does, Andrew Luck, which is a big part of the reason I was looking at the Colts. The Colts played in Texas this year, 112 days from the Super Bowl. I thought those were all good signs that the Colts would eclipse the Patriots. But when they lost that game, I said, people, I might be wrong about the Colts this year. The tributes aren't going like I thought they would. Might very well end up being the Patriots. So here we are, Patriots and Falcons. I'm going to do a lot better video on the Super Bowl, but this one is just for all of the morons who troll my work, who attack it, who are probably just too fucking stupid to even count. Can you fucking morons even add 1 + 2 + 3? This shit is elementary, but that's the problem in the United States. The average citizen is so fucking retarded, they're not much smarter than a third grader. In fact, the average third grader, because they're in school and practicing, is at a higher cognitive functioning level than the average American. And that's actually sadly true. So for all of you who want to hate on me, you're just fucking morons. I work my ass off. I give you guys free knowledge to give you all more power. I'm trying to help empower humanity. But the problem is, I live in a nation of fucking worthless losers who just want to be the fucking rejects they are and sit and watch these bullshit games and act like they're real. So I'll link this video in the description. You can watch the rest of it. You can go back and watch my, 3 years of videos and see how many times I've talked about the Packers and Falcons in 44. There's probably 50 videos where I talk about it. This is just the latest. Until next time.